Hello everyone, I am erick Sihombing, academic number 22010300047. I now want to tell you everyone about the newest way to teach English. I want to provide a way to learn a language, although, in my opinion, this method is more efficient to apply at high school level and above. I explain this from the theory of metacognition. In metacognition, if someone wants to learn new things, in this case language, there are three things that the person must master. First is the goal. We ask the student what his goal is in learning English. For example, if he wants to watch a film, it means he has to focus on his listening skills. Second, we must understand the abilities of students or ourselves. When you know your abilities, personally, I did the test from an application called Elsa. From here, I know a rough idea of my abilities. So we can invite students to try this application to see where their abilities lie, as well as play-based learning. Third, we need to know the motivation that makes them want to learn. Because good learning is supported by strong motivation, according to metacognitive theory, the best learning is when we involve ourselves actively. There are some tips I want to share. First, we can tell students or ourselves to expose themselves with the language they want. It's like taking a diary while doing homework. If we expose ourselves to the language, we will become better at it faster. At least that is what metacognition theory hopes. This habit will make us familiar with the sounds and structure of language. This makes us not consider the language as something new. So, we can expose ourselves by listening to the language we want to learn while doing work what doesn't require more focus, like we can do when exercising and do it regularly. Second, once they are used to it, we can suggest them to imitate the sound of the language. We also advise them to look for friends who have the same learning interests. For example, if we want to learn English, we at least for friends who have some goals as friends to talk to. This will increase students' motivation and get them used to this new thing. But even if there aren't any, we know there are lots of learning applications now. Like Elsa, we can talk back to each other while she will correct our pronunciation because the Elsa application is AI based. But I see that there is a weakness in this method because metacognition itself is thinking about ourselves. That's what it's like. Metacognition itself requires attention and a humanistic approach to students, why, which is a challenge in itself because giving special attention to dozens of students fairly is quite difficult, especially with different individual attitudes. Because basically, metacognitive theory is a method that focuses learning on oneself. Therefore, the involve, involvement of a collaborative approach and social interaction is very much needed as students' external motivation. So, students must really have strong motivation to develop themselves. Maybe that's all. the learning method I share with the help of psychology based on metacognitive theory. Thank you very much for your attention.